Alright, what's up guys? It's Ethan here. Today I'm at my locals and today we have a special guest here, CyhKai. Alright guys, as the title you already know, today we are doing a deck profile on Splight, but I'm not doing it myself today. I thought of inviting CyhKai to do it. I guess it's more promising because he had got a twice in the local champion in Dueling Nexus, piloting this Splight. So, any words before we start?
Yes, people were saying that I played this deck because it was a meta defining and tier 1, but actually I bought this the same day as the deck released, which is on a Saturday. I bought this because people have promising values on tier elements instead of this, so I picked this up. But as I play it, I realized that it has the almost same feel as a combo that I played before, like Orcus. Ever since Orcus, I didn't play any combo decks because they are not that consistent and more dimensional values. So I decided to pick this up, and yeah, it obviously did not let me down.
Alright, let's start with the deck profile.
Yes, for starter, the first which is the best one, 3 Splight Blue. This is obviously it's a starter, it's an extender, it fits anything. You wanted to see this multiple times. It's okay to see both because you can just easily summon it and splash it if you get the search.
Alright.
And the second best one is Jet. This is not as perfect as it would be, but it fetches your starters, and it also fetches any splash because you get this quick spells, you special summon anything you want, so it is still fine having this.
Okay.
And the 1 red and 1 carrot, I cut this to 1 in my previous build. I was played 2-1, and these are the worst Splight to open the drawn for combos because you wanted the negations, but if you use this to like make the Gigantes, you just stuck it in the materials. You have to make it to the graveyard, so you can just simply fetch them. And it's also like, if the reason we play 1 because if you really needed it, you will fetch it up with the starters. If you don't, you just let it be in your decks, and when you need it, you just fetch it. So I taken my deck into just 8.
8 Splight monster.
Yes, just 8 Splight monsters. When you needed them, you'll see them. If you don't need them, you don't want to see them at all.
Okay, cool.
And for the other starters, I believe this is the best ones.
The frog combos?
Yes, the 3 swap, 1 Ronin and 1 dupe. And this is not the worst fraud to draw. It's okay. If you use this to send it away, you can still get to search for this. But opening this is much better than opening these. So we wanted to see this more all the times, whichever you have extenders or not. This is the one you wanted to see, and this had to go, man.
Yeah, this is broken.
Yes, this has to go. I link climb multiple times using this. I banished it like.
Yeah, you can even banish this one, right?
Yes, I can banish this one. I can banish 3 or 4 times, and then link climb to access go. I can still get 1 monster for the other stuff in my hand.
And it's not too bad to like draw into this because you can ditch it off and then special summon the
yes, yeah. Yes, of course. If you're drawing this and drawing other than this, if you like these pairs or even this pair, it's not that bad because you can ditch it to special summon and you can make Toads or Gigantes without normal summoning, and it baits a lot of things. If they do, you still have the normal summon. You can normal summon anything of these or any other level 2s, you can still extend.
Yeah, there's one thing I found out is that if you ever happen to draw into this, you have to normal summon it, else you have no ways to like ditch off to the graveyard and then do your link climbing stuff.
Yes, if you have drawn this, you have to normal summon it first, unless you're playing things like Nightmare Phoenix, Nightmare Cerberus, and then you ditch it off, which is already too late. You don't want to do that. And even so, you ditched it with the Nightmare package, you have no ways to summon it back. If you use this, if your Gigantes effects pass, you can still get to summon this, and you still can get the floats.
Alright, okay. Very clean.
And I was wondering why I played 3 Divas, but I found out that the reason we play 3 not because it's the best starter. It's not that, or I think it's people overrating these cards. It's okay.
Continue.
This is not the best one, but obviously you wanted to see it because you summon it, you get a body, and you just go ball. It's a one card combo. But for me, I don't think it's that good because if you summon it, you don't have any extenders on it or anything to support you. You just have to pass your turn. Even if you make Armor Rush with this, it doesn't do anything.
Alright.
But fun fact about this, a lot of times I draw like this. I ditched it, and then people will thought that I ditched the diva, so I might have a brick hand, but actually I don't. I just wanted to make sure I play through interruptions.
Okay.
And for the hand trap is, I think it's standards. I play like 15.
3 Ash.
3 Ash, 3 Maxis. 3. I bumped this to 3 because it has more dimensional value with this. Like if you draw this and this, it doesn't do anything. But if you draw multiple of these, combination with these, you can still get to interrupt your opponents because you want to draw 2 or 3 hand traps along with a starter and extenders. It's enough to stop your opponents and combo off during your turns, accompanied with the 2 Order and 1 DD Crow. DD Crow is, I don't know. It's just
Yeah, we just need it for in case of like decks like tournaments or
yes, of course it's a grave based formats now. Everything is go through in the grave, and also drawing this is even same situation as this because these are all once per turn. If you draw multiple of this, it doesn't do anything. Like if you draw this, if you chain 2 response to opponent's effects, and you can't chain this anymore because it's on the response. While these can cut through the on response of the chain, so it's better to put
yeah,
this.
especially in the mirror match when your opponents try to summon out their red or carrot to protect, and then you can like play around it with double hand traps.
Yes, you can play with double hand traps, especially with these hand traps that doesn't have once per turn, accompanied with the triple impermanence.
Okay.
Same reason as this, if you draw this and combination of these, it's still, you can get to chain on top. Drawing these doesn't do that, but drawing these is much better, so that's why I maximum all the hand traps. And no Nibiru because the amount of times I wanted to draw Nibiru is just not that optimal. It doesn't have the dimensional value with these. Yes, of course, you against like Punk or even Dragon Links or anything is a good hand trap, but having these is enough to stop them. Also, it's a level 2.
Yeah. This is the like part of the combo.
Yes, you summon this and then you splash all this, but it is still combo.
Yeah, we can't do that in TCG though.
Yes, but in TCG, if I were to play TCG right now, I would play the Gamma package because you can E-tally and then you can bait out the hand traps and you still get to Gammas.
Yeah, that's very cool.
And for the spells, the broken ones, Splight starters is your extenders, is your starters, is your interruptions, and it also is a quick spell. You can dodge literally anything. If you needed anything, you just brought them out.
Yeah, if you are too afraid of Lockboard, you just activate it on draw phase, summon out the blue or the jet, and then do your search.
Yes, you can get your search. You can dodge, draw, but
and also Veiler, I believe.
Yes, and also Veiler. If they don't want the impermanence, they have to do it now or they have to do it later. But if they do it later, I will have another more to extend because usually I activate this, I get to combo without normal summoning. So if they stop my stuff, I still get the normal summon to extend even further.
Okay, cool.
And also this deck easily play through the draw, so the draw doesn't hurt the deck that much.
Alright guys, don't side in draw against Splight.
Yes, if you want, you can try, but I not recommend it. And one Smasher, this is the worst one to draw, but I put it there just for the mirror match, for baits.
Yeah, non-targeting banish is always nice.
Yes, it's always nice, and it's not that good, but I say this every single time like I go second, so...
You mean you side it out?
Yes,
going second?
Yes, I set it out a lot going second. Sometimes going first I also set it out, but depends on the matchup. If against mirror match, you would definitely want this.
Okay.
And for the best card in the deck, Prosperities.
Broken.
Yeah, this card is just so broken. I don't always dig for combo pieces. I usually dig for these.
Negation cards.
Yes, I dig for these. I dig for Ash.
Or I even dig for your side deck cards.
Yes, if I go in first after side, I will definitely keeping this to dig all my side deck. And also any combination of 2 cards in your deck is a toolbox, so it's okay to keep this to dig through the combo pieces. You can side this out if you want, but I would definitely keep one of these and side the other out for something else. But this is just there.
Alright.
This won me a couple of games, especially my last week finals against Flunderies. People thought when you play against Flunderies, it will side out things like Ogres or Maxis, but I keep it in and I drawn this during my semi phase. I did Maxis, I changed this, I declare Maxis, and my decks have Maxis, so it definitely won me that game.
Alright. Is it a 40 card deck?
Yes, it's 40 cards. I was playing 41 with the infantry, Atlantean infantry, but I started out because the more I play through the format, I realized that not many floodgates or any face-up cards that are worth popping using infantry, so I just started out.
Okay.
And for the Yasher decks, I believe it's standards, the Gigantes. I get cherried once, but I test the deck a lot before with Melvins and my teammates. I can play through cherry very easily. You don't necessarily have to play this, but if you get spot, you can just use your elf and grind resources with your opponents and make sure you live through. This is extras, but there's a reason why people cherry this instead of that. And yeah.
Totally awesome.
Yes, this I don't think I have to explain about this. This is a reason why this.
It's not once per turn. I mean, it's not hard once per turn.
It's not hard once per turn. I use it multiple times a game, especially.
It floats.
Especially it floats. So when they get this, I add back the divas or anything, and if I feel to break it back, next turn I link away, and then just chain block and so on. It just does a lot. And for the secondary rank tools would be the
Cat Shark,
Centaurs, Downer, and the Divine Arsenal. I never made this, but I made this a lot because this is definitely better.
You want to remove some stuff?
Yes, like Winda, Mirror Jade. I use this a lot. I imp from the Winda and make this and then swing it back. He can't add back the Shadow Fusion, so he can't do me any harm.
Okay. I've been seeing a lot of people cutting Cat Shark. Any thoughts on this?
I put in this because I utilize the Diva and the Frogs a lot, so if you have a water attribute as material, it can't be destroyed better, so sometimes you want to crash over your opponent's stuff. And if these are being prosperities, you need this to make this.
Okay.
And also, it makes your Yantes a 6k4 beater, which is something I believe.
Yeah, 6k4. Go for games.
Yeah, and for links, Almirage. And yeah, some people ask me why I play this. Is the reason that if you summon this, if you ditch the
Yeah, it's a one card combo.
yes, you did the Ronin, you make this, summon this, special out, you can still
back.
you can still get to make
Go for the link too.
you can still make this and then
Summon it back and then overlay into
yes,
Gigantic.
you can still make this, so it's a reason why I still can't cut the
Yeah, and also it protects you against Ogre, right?
yes, it protects against ogre if you have this and this. If they don't ogre you, well,
They just can't Ogre you.
you just have to ogre you. You just have to ogre me. And for the others, I play Hida. I use this to steal opponent's elf before, to use it as mine. And
Yeah. But this brings you another monster and this brings you another monster.
yes, this brings another monster and you just link climb. And not to mention, if you bring back this brings back another Splight, and this is also making this. So
Yeah. That's too good in the mirror.
yes, it's very good in mirrors. And the one dart, this is also for the mirrors, because most of your Splight are dark except for the red and carrots. But I steal someone's Cyber Dark Dragon before, so I steal it.
It's just too much people playing Dark Monster.
Yes, it's just too many Dark Monsters. I wish I stole a DP, but I didn't. And for the other link clients would be one IP, Unicorn, and SS Road. I plan to change this to Goddess of the Underworld, but I wanted to go for the kill and not being grindful. If you realize, I only play like 10 to 11 Splight cards. If I grind too much, my resource will be gone. I have nothing to plus from the deck. If I still can't kill my opponents, if this all being used, I have nothing to solve for the game anymore. Sides, some backups. Best one so far.
Yep.
The second chrome.
Okay.
These just for mirror mesh and so on. Yeah.
You are banishing their ruling toning, just like make sure they don't summon out totally awesome.
Yes, yes, it is. And also, it came out at times I DD Croats my opponent's Splight Blue when he only have elf and the only monster in his grave is blue, and I banish it, and he didn't draw any starters or extenders, and I just stall. And one Reborn and one Tactics. If you guys ask me why I play Reborn, because I get Virus before, and of course Ethan get Virus before. I thought about it. Even if my opponent Virus me, I can just activate this. If summon Blue or Jet, I'm still getting full combo. Not to mention, if you go in second, you will slightly less of the hand trap. You're slightly more stuff like these and even these. So if you can interrupt your opponents with these tools, and you have these, your opponents have nothing to stop you. You still get the blue, you still get the full combo, you still get the push for the game. Although all your draws will be useless, but you still get to play the game. It's not that. But I never drew this a lot.
Okay.
And for the best, I believe is Lightning Storms. Yes, if Mirror Mesh, my opponent will start with the Toads and a lot of stuff, but you still need this because if you use this after this, you're still going to lose. And if you just open this, it's even not that hard. If your Toads negates it and you use it back, if you can summon this and you can just swing it over. And against any other deck, this is just a better option. For Mirror, this is better. I didn't play 3 because drawing multiple is not that good.
Alright.
And for traps, is 3 Solemns and 2 Dimensional Barrier. I keep Barrier because most of the deck now is relying on Xyz, Synchro, or even Fusions. So this is store them for a turn, they can't extend that much further. So it's easy the way to grind with them. And for Solemn, it's because if after side going first, if I can't combo or I can't go any further, I want trap cards to protect me, to slow my opponent's momentum, so I get to play. Although halving your life point is very, very harsh, but it's even better than getting this or getting Needle Fiber or Rodon's full combo. It's better than having Solemn. I was playing Warning, but Warning is not that good. This one is even better. This stops anything.
Alright. Sounds great. Any one last word before we end this video?
Yeah, so I wanted to do shout-outs for Ethan to be here. We came out this deck together, and also shout out my teammates for training with me a lot, and also our locals for having us to play here. Yeah, that's all for it.
Yeah, once again, thanks CyhKai for doing this deck profile with me. And he has just reached 1,000 subscriber in his YouTube channel. Yeah, congratulations.
You already know.
Yeah, let's keep rolling in the future, and then show him some love by again supporting his channel. And then let's sign out. Bye.